Dallas doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them. Defense. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See the star on the field, you gon' meet D-Law. Thinking you an outlaw, we sending the predator. Jalen Smith scoop up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunt. LVE, tackling Dutchman coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boys shining. Clock in, D, yeah, it's time to go to work. They say, defense wins championships. We're here in Dallas, we got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, gone clock in, clock in, yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks. With the ball in the air, secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL. We the hot boys sizzling on fire, come to give your team hell. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Go defense, go defense, gone defense, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. I know I said at the beginning of this track that we had like a top 10 or like a top 5. Hot boys gearing up to be triple D, you know what I'm saying? Clock Dallas doomsday defense. Listen what the hot boys tell them. Defense. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Put me in, coach. Yeah, we all hard hitters. Yeah, I smell fresh meat. Yeah, we all eating. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in, gone clock in, gone clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See the star on the field, you gon' meet D-Law. Thinking you an outlaw, we sending the predator. Jalen Smith scoop up the whole field, so how you gon' play here, bruh? If you release your dogs, we got a wolf hunt. LVE, tackling Dutchman coming. If you hungry and trying to eat like Zeke, we'll send in a taco to sweep you off your feet. Now you deep in the woods, plus we got a couple Collins. They say time and pressure make diamonds, the hot boys shining. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. They say, defense wins championships. We're here Here in Dallas, we got a top 10. When the hot boys hit the field, this is what we tell them. Listen what we tell them. This is what we tell them. Go to work. Clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See, clock in, D. Yeah, it's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Yeah, it's time to go to work. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Gone clock in. Yeah, it's time to go to work. See my defense, they on the field right now. Yeah, my defense, they yelling 3 and now. Yeah, my defense, they don't like your quarterback. So my defense, all trying to get them sacks. With the ball in the air, secondary go to work. Byron Jones, he be there, he be lying, he be lurking. If you get past him, Jeff Heath gon' hurt him. Put the ball down, go ahead and run it. I got a hot front four when they coming. Plus we got the best linebacker duo in the whole NFL.
The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season is only a few months from kicking off, but this year, let's do things a little different. Instead of just watching games at home or just going to a game, let's actually experience our Dallas Cowboys, just like West Coast does. Cowboys Experience is my one-stop shop for all my Cowboys game day weekends. Their packages are all inclusive, including 2 nights hotel accommodation. We'll pick you up and drop you off at the airport and game. Want to hang out and get autographs from current and former Cowboy greats like Drew Pearson? If you're ready to experience the Dallas Cowboys like no other, make sure you inbox West Coast or go to cowboysexperience.com today. The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season is...
Good morning, but I'm on it. Hey, what's up with you? We live on Facebook. Want to shout out to everybody that watched last night. Appreciate you guys for all tuning in. I need you guys to share. I let you guys know a couple weeks ago that Facebook's doing some weird stuff with the sharing. So they're not letting people share their own content, which is weird to me. But make sure you guys share. What's up? We're live on Instagram too. What's up with you? Jared, say hi. Don't put the eyes. We say hi around here. Say hello. D, how you doing? Travis, how you doing? Scott, how you doing? Douglas, how you doing? Cotton, how you doing? YNG, how you doing? What up with you, Dead Coat, West Coast? I hear my boy saying, I said my own name. We said, what's up with you? So, yo, man, we've hearing a lot of stuff going out this morning as far as people getting cut and things like that. We really haven't heard anything from the Dallas Cowboys yet. What's up with you, D-Money? What's up with you, D? What's up with you, Travis? What's up with you, Scott? I don't know if you guys got the alert. I let you guys know that that stuff is weird right now on Facebook. I mean, as you guys can see, it's only 22 people up in here, but I don't know why it's not sending out the notifications anymore. But I've already put in a report, so we'll go. Who cares? If you share it. If you share it, everybody will be able to see it and we'll be fine. What's up with you, Cotton? How you doing today, big dog? What's up with you, Mike Williams? So, yo, everybody saw the game last night. Everybody saw, I call it the backup bowl. Why? Because you have a bunch of guys who are trying to play for backup roles. I mean, that's what they're basically paying for, is they're playing for backup roles, because anybody that is starting is, for the most part, not playing. You know what I'm saying? So, last night we saw some good things, but I don't really want to talk about last night's game, I'm going to be honest with you. Being that it was the backup bowl, I just want to talk about, before we talk about any cuts or anything, I want to talk about 5 guys who I feel who played really good this training camp, man. And these are 5 guys who I feel are who kind of like made their name this training camp, and these are guys who I feel should have themselves a pretty darn good 2019 season. Then after we talk about that, we're gonna talk about possible Ezekiel Elliott sighting, or if he's gonna be coming back, or what the hell is gonna be going on. IG works for me. All right, Doug, I got you, bro. I'm currently live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, all the major platforms. So I'm not even tripping, man. Just wherever you are, give us a share. That's the only thing that we care about. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and talk about. I have 5 names that I have already kind of talked about with the scouts. Remember, guys, scouts just simply means that you are a serious Cowboy fan out to uncover truth. If you want to know how it is, how to become a scout, you can ask one of these people, or you can literally hit the shop now button on YouTube. It'll take you straight to the page. So, yo, the first thing we're going to talk about is the 5 guys who I believe who have made an impact on this team. and should be on this team. Now, obviously, some of these guys are going to be like, well, that's kind of obvious. Well, actually, one of these guys, two of these guys are going to be like, that's kind of obvious. But I'm going to still highlight those guys because they earned it. You know what I'm saying? They earned it. They earned the right to get highlighted on West Coast Show. So even though they're kind of obvious that they're going to make this team, we're still going to give them a little love. What's up, you guys on YouTube? How you guys doing? What's up with you, Dallas Lee? What's up with you, Tom? What's up with you, South of Heaven 88? What's up with your Maine? Tom Jasper Jr., Dallas Lee, South of Haven. What's up? But she says, get in hurricane ready here. Hey, man, if you were in hurricane area, I'm going to send out a prayer right now. Lord, protect my Cowboy fans. And, Lord, since you're such a good God, go ahead and protect anybody that's not a Cowboy fan, too, because I know you cool like that. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Bam! Everybody's taken care of. So, let's go ahead and start. So, my first guy who I believe, my first out of the 5 guys who I believe have made a statement this season and who I believe deserves to be on this team or be in some type of playing position in 2019. The first name is gonna be Michael Gallup. Come on down, Michael Gallup. Woo! Michael Gallup, you are the first of the 5, man. Shout out to Michael Jeezy, baby. Y'all know we call him Michael Jeezy over here, you know what I'm saying? When you play like Michael Gallup been playing, man, you deserve to get a nickname. So, Michael Gallup, you are officially named Michael Jeezy, baby. Why? Because when you do great stuff on the field, I be like, Michael Jeezy, baby! So, yeah, Michael Jeezy, baby, 1-3. I'm not going to lie, guys. He does need to change that number. Like, can we, I think we need to get a poll, you know what I'm saying? Because 13 is such an unlucky number. Even Drew Pearson, man, I asked Drew Pearson about Michael Jeezy, baby. And even Drew Pearson said, I love Michael Gallup, but he got to change that stinking number, man. That's the most unluckiest number in the world. And I said, you know what? You're right. You can't really disagree with Drew Pearson, though. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But so even Drew was like, man, he gotta change that damn number. But regardless of the number, Michael Jeezy, baby, had himself a freaking preseason game. Preseason season, I guess you would say, because the preseason is its own season within itself, because it's a 4-game evaluation period. And guess what? Michael Jeezy, baby, took advantage of that. What's up with you, Fresh? He took advantage of that. I want to pull up his stats, but to be honest with you, stats don't even really matter in the preseason. Why? Because they don't count. They don't count towards anything. But I do want to let you know that my boy Michael Jeezy, I think he only had 1 missed target, I think, out of all his catches. So for the most part, man, Michael Jeezy looked like the best wide receiver. Now, if we didn't have an Amari Cooper, I'm still looking at a Michael Jeezy, and I'm like, that guy's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And considering where he was last year and where he was this year, I'm very, very... Michael, my bad. Michael, you messed me up. He said, well, how I get my voice so high. I thought my volume was messed up or something. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about what Michael Jeezy is going to be able to do and what he's going to be able to bring to this Dallas Cowboys, man, because he is very much improved. If you notice, he definitely has that veteran swagginess. Another thing I like about Michael Jeezy, too, is different from last year, you saw a lot of times where if like a ball wasn't thrown the best, or if it wasn't thrown exactly where it was, a lot of times guys wouldn't always go through it. They wouldn't run through the finish line. That's what we call it, playing wide receiver. I play corner, but I always hear them telling them say that you got to run through the finish line. Basically meaning run through the ball. If the ball's still coming, then let the ball just outrun you. Don't slow up. And you saw in rookies, you tend to see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they're not used to having guys throw the ball that far or that big. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I love about Michael Jeezy is he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? There was that one play, I forget it was, where he literally just went like, the ball was just going. You know what I'm saying? And he just adjusted so ridiculous on it, man. And what I like about it is he is making himself to be a good receiver for any quarterback that's throwing the ball. Because a lot of times, receivers will be better if they play with certain styles of quarterbacks or guys who throw the ball like this. But one thing I like about Michael Jeezy, baby, is the fact that no matter who was throwing it, my dude was making plays on the ball. He was making plays on the ball. Let me tell this guy I don't have an iPhone. Hey, man, I don't have an iPhone. Send me can you send the address? Man, I swear, people with iPhones just think that everybody got an iPhone. I ain't got no iPhone. I got Android. Send me the address. Stop sending me pings. That don't work. So, yeah, my first one goes to Michael Jeezy, man, for his much improvement. I know a lot of people got down on him last year. You know, people were saying, we want to see more. We want to see more. Well, guess what, man? You seen it. Like, you seen it. I actually was on the shout out to my boy, the fantasy football counselor. If you're on Instagram, then you already know the fantasy football counselor. He's probably the biggest independent fantasy football guy on IG. I mean, it's like over 112,000 subscribers on his thing. Well, he had me. He actually brought me on as the cowboy. I don't like calling a cowboy insider because I'm just like you. I just keep my nose to the pavement when it comes to cowboy stuff, and then I know a lot about football. But I mean, I don't want to consider him. You know, James Slater, he's an insider. You know what I'm saying? Fisher, he's an insider. I'm a guy that loves the Cowboys, and I spend a tremendous amount of time trying to find out what I can, and I built some relationships on it. But long story, I was on the fantasy football counselor show, and he asked me. He said, if Amari Cooper is not the guy, or he can't be the guy for the first start, who is a guy on that Dallas Cowboy team that you feel in fantasy is a guy that's going to be able to get you some points and be able to work? And let me be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fantasy guy. But I told him, if I'm just looking for a guy who I think is going to score a lot of touchdowns or score as many touchdowns as Amari Cooper, it's going to be Michael Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will admit, I do believe that Amari Cooper will have better yardage. I do, and he'll probably have a better per catch. But when it actually comes to actual touchdowns, I think they're going to have around the same amount of touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Because if you guys think about it, man, Dak Prescott don't give a damn who you are. If you're open, you're getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? If you're open, you're getting the ball. And I'm going to be honest with you, Michael Jeezy, baby, has done a phenomenal job of showing himself to be able to get open and get himself in space and make plays. So, Michael Jeezy, you definitely get the first of the four. All right, so Michael Jeezy is going to be my first. I want to know, you guys put in your comments. You guys put in the comment box. And on YouTube, let me know, YouTube. Let me load to YouTube. Let me know, who are your 5 guys who impressed you over this preseason? Instagram, what's up with you guys on Instagram? Let me know, who are your 5 guys? I got Michael Jeezy already. And what's up with you on Facebook? Facebook, let me know, who was a guy that's also impressed you guys? We got Michael Jeezy as our first one. All right, so let's go over to defense. We're going to go offense, defense, until we only got 5, but we'll go back and forth, all right? All right, so the next guy who has tremendously impressed me this offseason is Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson, shout out. Donovan Wilson, come on down. Come on down, Donovan Wilson. I would give you a Super Bowl ring, but you got to earn that, so I can't get that to you yet. But yeah, come on down, Donovan Wilson. Come get I need some suggestions. We don't have a nickname for Donovan Wilson. I was thinking about D-Dub. What y'all think? D-Dub, y'all like that? D-Dub. D-Dub with the pick. Ooh, man, we talking about you got D-Dub and X Woods back there. What y'all think? I don't know. D-Dub just don't sound, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to inbox his mama and ask him, what y'all call him as a baby? Maybe we'll call him that, all right? But I need some nicknames for Donovan Wilson, man. Today is you get a job and a nickname. I need a nickname. We got Michael Jeezy, baby. And then we need a nickname for Donovan Wilson. That's number 37. He had a great play. The boy had D-Will. I don't like D-Will. Because we've had a D-Will before. I don't know. Can we do something young? Was it YNG? Can we do something else? I don't like D-Will. We've had a couple D-Wills, actually. All right. So, okay, we got D-Hawk. Okay, I like that. If he get 3 interceptions in the first couple games of this goddamn, I might just call him D-Hawk. You know what I'm talking about? That might actually just work. But while y'all think of some nicknames for Donovan Wilson, I want to let y'all know this guy has been playing lights out, man. One thing I like about Donovan Wilson, it literally feels like that, the whole game's going on, right? And the whole time Donovan Wilson is doing is looking at the ball. That's what I feel about him, because there be times in interceptions where the ball I think these quarterbacks just be throwing the ball, right? Next thing you know, Donovan Wilson out of nowhere we can call him the eraser. That's kind of corny. All right, my bad. I slapped myself. All right, yeah, because I'm just saying, man, the way he erased the ball, like the way he just comes out of nowhere and just literally manhandles and just takes the ball, that mess is amazing. You know what I'm saying? My boy D Money says big time D Will. Ooh, big time D Will. I don't know about big time. Big D Will, I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay with calling another grown man big D Will. You know what I'm talking about? That big D? I don't know. I'm going to just inbox his mama and see what his mama say. You know what I'm talking about? See what she called him as a kid. Maybe with that be able to translate over it. I call my son Poodle Wooder, so yeah, he ain't gonna be able to say that when he get big and start scoring touchdowns. That's gonna be kind of weird. But yeah, man, my boy Donovan Wilson, 3 interceptions. The defense as a whole. Let me tell you guys some amazing stats real quick, man. For all y'all, some folks out there, that's, you know what I'm saying. People don't want to say your defense. Say, man, our defense is ridiculous. Think about this, man. We had 4 straight games. 4 straight games with an interception or a turnover. Then we had 3 straight games with multiple turnovers. Multiple turnovers. Think of that. 4 straight games. 4 straight games. 4 straight games with a turnover. 4 straight games with a turnover. 3 straight games with multiple turnovers. Let y'all marinate. Let that marinate like that. What my wife like marinate like them chicken wings. You know what I'm talking about? My wife, she marinated. She put the barbecue sauce in. She put the seasoning in that lemon pepper. You know what I'm talking about? She let it marinate for about an hour. Come back and be bomb. You know what I'm saying? Let that marinate on you, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Donovan Wilson is going to be a good player, man, for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so now going to my third guy. Remember, we got to get a nickname for Donovan Wilson, so make sure you submit those. We'll get those checked out. Ron, we got some important news. Roman wants to know, how is his ankle looking? His ankle must have been fine. I know he got carted. He didn't get carted off, but he walked off in the back, got evaluated. We have an X-ray machine and an MRI machine at the actual stadium. So it's like, whenever you guys hear that, oh my God, they're taking him back to get x-rays, you guys got to remember, it's super duper precautionary. Why? Because we have the ability to do it. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't have the ability to do it, then you wouldn't have even heard that he got an x-ray. I think sometimes when they put that type of information out there, it automatically makes people assume that he's like, oh my God, his leg is barely hanging on. But if you guys remember, like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Donovan Wilson was sitting on the sidelines with all his pads on. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to be good. JT says D Will do it. I don't want D Will. That has no fire to it. We've already had a D Will. We just had a D Will. He was a linebacker. Remember, he went to Kansas City. But yeah, he's fine. All right, so Doug says his 5 are Wilson, D. Smith, Joe Thomas, Joe Jackson, and Pollard. Okay, that's good. All right, now we got MGZ baby, our first for offense. Then we got Donovan Wilson, our first for defense. Our second for offense. Come on down, Mr. Tony Pollard. Go on down, Tony Pollard, man. I'm giving Tony Pollard a top 5. You want to know why, man? Because I think Tony Pollard, out of every single person on our team, had to deal with the most pressure out of anybody. Why? Because he is the only rookie that's coming in and they're asking him to replace an all-pro. And to be honest with you, man, for the most part, Tony Pollard did his part in at least show the nation that if it comes down to it, he can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that about Tony P. You know what I'm saying? I think that he had the biggest, the part of the reason why he's going to get one of my 5s is, like I said, when he came in here, he had probably the biggest shoes to fill. Why? Because we were asking him to fill a guy's shoes who gave you 2,100 yards last year. And I'm going to be honest with you, I can't confidently say he can do it until I see him do it for a full 4 quarters. But what I will say is this. All of our running backs, for the most part, put their best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's between Tony Pollard, that's between Mike Weber, that's between Jordan Chung. I mean, all of our running backs, I think, considering the amount of pressure that these guys had to be on, these guys had to tune out. Every one of our running backs is being looked at as, can you be Zeke? Can you be Zeke? Can you eat like him? Can you do this? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, think about this. Every one of our running backs, I mean, and I love our running backs. But every time we look at them, you automatically compare them against Zeke. And it's not even fair. Why? Because they're rookies. They never even played in the NFL. But one thing I like about it is every one of our rookie running backs, including Tony Pollard, including Mike Weber, my boy Weber, my boy Chun, and Darius. Actually, I'm giving it to the whole running back room. F it. I'm putting them all in there. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, man, the Dallas Cowboys put them under the weirdest situation possible. Why? Asking rookies to take on a task of covering for a guy who gets you 2,100 yards. That's damn near impossible, man. But one thing I love about our running back class is them dudes went out there and gave you an honest try, man. Like, them dudes went out there and gave us an honest try. And I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. If we can get Zeke with Mike Weber, with Tony P, bro, we have the best running back class in the NFL. Like, point blank and simple. We're going to have the best running back class, period. I think between all three of our backs, I think all three of them did a phenomenal job. Darius Jackson did his job when he came in, but I'm excited about all four. Well, actually, it's four. All four of our running backs. Now, I am under the impression that probably one of them is going to get cut. If I had to say who it's probably going to be, I'm not going to say who it is. Why? Because I think it's so close that I'm going to be honest with you who I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Darius Jackson. The reason why I think it's going to be Darius Jackson is because at the end of the day, Darius Jackson is older and he's already been on the practice squad. I don't think he's practice squad eligible. So if you release him, he'll probably be going to a free agent status. If you go to a free agent status, then guess what? You can just re-sign him the very next day. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have to go through waivers. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you let Mike Weber walk, he is going to be on another team balling. So the Dallas Cowboys are not gonna take that chance. Chun, I don't know. But like, two guys that I think are protected is Tony Pollard and Mike Weber, simply because you will not get them back. Period. You will not get them back. Period. Like, you gotta remember, guys, when the Dallas Cowboy plays, the whole entire NFL watches them. The whole entire NFL watches them. So just like last night when their announcer was saying, you know, I do believe that even and I think, and just to kind of speak on these running backs, I think there are like guys like Weber who the Dallas Cowboys purposely tried to hide. I do believe it because there's no reason, and I got mad love for Chun, but when he went down, there's no reason Weber shouldn't have got the bulk of those carries. I didn't get that. So the only thing I can really think of right now is if the Dallas Cowboys are trying to hide him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't think it's, I ain't gonna say it's not good because they're gonna say it's business. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that everybody, if you have an opportunity, you should play the guy. You know what I'm saying? If you drafted him, play him. Why would you want to wait till next year to see what you get in return on your investment? No, play him this year. Play him this year. And think about this. If Zeke doesn't come back, if he's not available for this year, you're not going to tell me that we're about to be running Tony Pollard, Alfred Morris. We're not going to. You know what I'm saying? I believe Alfred Morris will get a nice portion of carries. But, man, the Dallas Cowboys offense is built around hitting home runs. Who is a home run hitter? Like, our offense is not predicated on us getting 3 yards on a running game. That is not. Our offense is predicated on us getting 4 and 5 yards, possibly home runs. So you need home run hitters. Who is your home run hitter? Tony P and Mike Weber. Why? Because they've shown you. They've shown you. They have shown you. So that's why I say I'm kind of perplexed, man. I'm kind of perplexed. I know the Cowboys want. I know they want him. I mean, you can't deny. What you're seeing out there from Weber, but I don't get. I think his what they're doing with that with Weber. I think it has more to do with of what they want to do with him in the future. But I just think the Cowboys, just like I think Weber was like that. I also think Chris Westry was like that. Why? Because they played good when they played. So why did they play more? Like, I don't get that. How does a guy who plays well when he plays don't play more? Like, I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I can think is why? Because they don't want another team to scoop them up. Like, let's just be real. Like, I believe if you put a guy like Weber, if you put a guy like Westry out there, they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. Like, they're gonna be gone the same day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. Another team ain't gonna do them like Dallas and be like, oh, we can let you sit behind. No. Because what I'm gonna tell you what really should have happened when Weber and Pollard came into on this team. They should have both had equal opportunities at that starting position. But that's not what happened. At the end of the day, what's the difference between a 4th round and a 6th round? Because on a paycheck, it's only about 40 grand. Like, let's just be real. The difference between a 4th round pick and a 6th round pick on paycheck is only about 40 grand. So financially, there's no difference. You know what I'm saying? They should have been trying to they should have been trying to heighten both of those guys. They should have been trying to see what they can get out of both of those guys. They really didn't. So what I'm thinking is, in my opinion, I think they're trying to stash him. That's what I believe. They're trying to stash him. But at the same time, I'm still going to give my entire running back room some love. Why? Because, man, the running back room, in my opinion, had the hardest task in all of preseason. Why? They wanted them to look like Zeke. Like, let's just be real. You guys didn't want to see Tony Pollard. You didn't want to see that. You didn't want to see Mike Weaver. You didn't. You didn't want to see, even when they were playing, you wanted to see, can Mike Weaver, can he cut just like Zeke? Tony P, can he move, can he cut through the line just like Zeke? No, you didn't want to see that. You wanted to see Zeke. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully these guys now will be able to show you what they can do. You know what I'm saying? What I can do as an individual. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on the running back. But I'm giving the whole running back class, I'm giving the whole running back room one of my top 5s. All right, so my next guy is going to be, here it goes. Who you think? A Kerry Hyder. Number 51, man. Number 51, bro. Number 51. I can't say enough about 5'1", man. I can't say enough about 5'1". Kerry Hyder, man. Kerry Hyder, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Kerry Hyder balled. Like, he balled, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Kerry Hyder, in my opinion, was probably your best defensive lineman in the entire preseason. Like, he was by far your most effective defensive lineman. Like, he is a guy who the Dallas Cowboys need to probably sign him to like a 2-year deal, because he's going to ball this year, and you don't want to be in a situation like you're going to be in Antoine Woods, where you're probably not going to be able to keep him. So if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm walking into Kerry Hyder. I'm telling you, made the team, and here goes a 2-year contract. Why? Because I didn't take this chance on you to let you ball, to then let you walk out of my Cowboy room, out of my defensive line room. Like, I'm not. Kerry Hyder was directly involved in 2 interceptions. 1 interception, he literally just pushed, and I'm not saying because he tipped the ball. He was involved with the interception because there was times where he literally took the guard and pushed him into the quarterback. And the quarterback said, oh, I'll just throw the ball away. And guess what? Pickoff, interception, fumble. You know what I'm saying? Kerry Hyder flat out balled this preseason. Very, very proud for him. And he is definitely getting my award for this week for guys, my top 5 for preseason. So Kerry Hyder, from Detroit, free agent pickup, and he wasn't even and the cool thing about Kerry Hyder is he wasn't even a draft pick. This is a free agent pickup. This was a guy that other teams looked at and said, nah, we're cool, bro. And guess what? Rod Marinelli again, bro. Rod Marinelli finds another diamond in the rough again, man. So shout out to Kerry Hyder. Remember, that's Hyder. But yeah, man, Kerry Hyder, bro, you definitely, in my opinion, was our best defensive lineman this, in the preseason this year. And I hope you continue to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I will throw my phone for real. I will record myself throwing my phone at something that resembles Jason Garrett or Jerry Jones if Kerry Hyder does not make this team. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Kerry Hyder gets cut, I will be making a video about that. Like, on my mama, I will make a video about that. If Kerry Hyder gets cut, I will make a video about that. Because I will be 100% in my feelings. And you know what I'm kind of scared about, man? Because we just talking free here, right? We just talking free. I know y'all gonna share, but just don't tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can share this, but don't tell everybody, all right? This is what's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. It's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna do a video on it. Y'all gonna be saying, West Coast over there tripping. He over there tripping. Why you over there tripping? He just like Dennis Rodman. He's so emotional. Like, why? I'm gonna tell you right now. If the Dallas Cowboys release Kerry Hyder so that they can protect a Tristan Hill, I am going to levitate and matrix through my phone. I'm going to throw it at Jerry Jones's head. Kerry Hyder has been your best defensive tackle, and the Dallas Cowboys have to make sure that, and I'm not saying that they can, they're not going to cut Tristan Hill because he is a second round draft pick, but what I'm saying is they had better not try to do something else so that they can keep and let Hyder go. And like, bro, I don't care. Release somebody else. Release Mike White. Release somebody else. I don't care. But Hyder has to make this team. Like, he has to make this team. He is a definition of what you want in a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? A guy coming off the street, coming in here and balling. Like he has to make this team. Matter of fact, if any one of my 5 that get cut, I'm jumping through the screen. All right, let's see. Who is my? All right, so that was Kerry. So I got Michael Jeezy, I got Kerry Hyder, and we got Donovan Wilson. Our next guy, our what is it, number? This number 4. Our number 4 guy is going to be. Actually, that's 4. That's 4. That's our number 5. Our number 5 guy. So our number 5 guy is going to be Devin Smith. I didn't give him his. Hold on. Devin Smith. Devin Smith, second round pick from out of Ohio State. He got drafted by the New York Jets, another free agent pickup. The reason why this guy, in my opinion, is getting the call because, man, Devin Smith made the best out of it, what was given to him. Each game he made plays, no matter who was the quarterback. He showed why he was a second round pick. With his touchdowns and with his touchdown in Hawaii, when he was elusively able to get behind the cornerback. Like Devin Smith, I always said this about him. Like, I don't want him to be anything but the second round pick that the Jets thought they were picking. That's it. If Devin Smith can be if he can be the second round pick that he was supposed to be for the Jets, we're about to have one of the better wide receiver cores in the NFL. Because think about this, man. Devin Smith, Michael Jeezy, Randall Cobb, and Amari Cooper. Like, that's, in my opinion, like, that is a very dominant wide receiver core. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I think if Devin Smith is coming on and he's doing what we thought what he's doing right now, I think the Dallas Cowboys probably even second think about getting Randall Cobb. Why? Because you gave Randall Cobb $5 million. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he didn't really produce this offseason. This preseason, maybe they weren't trying to show him much. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, man. $5.5 million for a third wide receiver, that's a lot of money, especially since you have a guy like Devin Smith who is balling and a guy like Cedric Wilson who's also balling. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying they're going to cut Randall Cobb in favor of any of these guys. I don't. But I just think that if they would have known that Devin Smith was showing what he was going to show, I definitely think that they probably think twice about bringing Cobb on the team. I'm just being real. Just like if Lucas is on this team, number 80, tight end, if he's on this team, I think they also think twice about signing Jason Witten. Why? Because, bro, you're not going to tell me that dude's going to give you more production than Jason Witten, man. Come on. I mean, less production than Jason Witten. If anything, they're going to give you the same amount. So I do have some guys. So those are my 5. I got Michael Jeezy, baby. I got Devin Smith. I got Kerry Hyder. I got Tony Pollard. And I got Donovan Wilson. And also on Tony Pollard, I also put in there the whole entire running back room because I think the whole running back room, you had 2 rookies and 2. Yeah, think about this. Our running back core consisted of 2 rookies who had never played in the NFL, a guy, Darius Jackson, who had been cut 2 times. He'd been cut twice by the Dallas Cowboys. And then you had a guy, Alfred Morris, who's older, who hadn't played for us in 2 years. And we picked him up, a week before preseason 1. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, for the most part, the running backs did their job, man. So now it's about, can they be themselves in this regular season, and we'll be able to do. So those are my 5 Who are you guys? I got some honorable mentions. Some guys who should have, they say, oh, you got some guys that should have made it. I know Donovan Alumba. He definitely should have made it. Why? Because he had 2 really good games. He had the Rams game, and then he also had that game last night. But like I said, man, you can only pick 5, and it had to be all 4 games. Donovan Alumba played well. I love that Rams game when his mentality. I even did a video on that on IG just because I loved it so much. I just loved his mentality. Byron Jones, I remember when you guys remember I was at training camp and I interviewed Byron Jones. I asked him, I flat out, because I go hard on these players. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't think it's right that I go hard on them. That when I see these same players, I gotta talk to them about that stuff that I go hard about. That's just keeping it real. Like, you gotta talk to them about that stuff. You can't be. What'd you do? Okay. Yeah. So I'm just, as I'm sitting back, but I mean, I just think that Donovan Alumba is a guy that's going to make this team. I just think that the guys that we mentioned were more consistent throughout our 4 games. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Who else did you guys say on there? Also, my boy Phillips, number Fo Blasting. Y'all already know I love Fo Blasting. Y'all already know. We screaming his name all through the yibby. But I mean, like I said, man, there were some people who balled a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But Fofo Blasting was balling. To be honest with you, Fofo Blasting probably wouldn't even have gotten the opportunity he gotten if Christian Covington don't go down. You know what I'm saying? My boy, my linebacker. You know what I'm talking about? And then also think about that youngster that was balling in the 49er game who got hurt, had the little interception. Linebacker room is stout right now. Fofo Blasting, though. I love me some Fofo Blasting, though. I liked him. He was playing. He actually was the direct reflect of an interception and a fumble also. Richard says Joe Jackson, the daddy. You're absolutely right. 56 was balling. 56 actually was one of the, if you had to rank these rookies, 56 up there. If you have to rank the rookies from this class, 56 is in there. I'm just saying rookies and undrafted free agents, 56 is in there. Top 5, he's definitely in there. Joe Thomas, that's my boy. You already know that's my goon. Got mad love for him. Y'all, I did an interview with him last week. Well, not last week. It was in training camp, but I posted it like 2 days, 3 days a day. Make sure you guys check that out on IG. Hey, if you have IG, make sure you tune in. I put a lot of content on IG. I'm gonna be putting more on IG, so make sure you guys tune in. I'm about to put my IG tag in there. It's just West Coast Cowboy, but I'll put it in there anyway. West Coast Cowboy. Here we go. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on there. And this year I'm gonna be doing a lot of information on IG, simply because, man, Facebook be tripping, man. Like, it's tripping. Like, right now it won't even let me share my own content. Like, that's weird to me. It's whatever though. All right, there. I just put it on YouTube too. So. Cowboys versus Tampa Bay live. So, I mean, I'll put that on there. Make sure you guys hit up that YouTube and that IG, hit that like and that subscribe button. Before I get out of here, man, let me go ahead and give you guys some update on Zeke. The update on Zeke is there is none. Like, there is no update on Zeke. I am still under the impression that hopefully a deal will get done tonight or today or sometime at some point today or, this weekend. I want it to get done here soonly so that Zeke can get back into a regular practice regimen. You know what I'm saying? And so that we can get back to doing things more regular. You know what I'm saying? And also, we know that there are going to be guys that are going to make this team simply because Zeke is not here. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to get through that so that we can get to our real roster, man. I know Jerry Jones has said a bunch of stupid statements in the news media, and I know there's certain bloggers that make a video on every single thing that Jerry Jones says, but I just can't do it, man. I ain't got it in me to make a video on every single, and I don't need the cash like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys, they really need them views, but I don't really need it like that, man. My scouts, they hold me down, so I don't be, but I will tell you this, man. Because also you guys see it like this. Another reason why I don't want to do a video on every single thing that Jerry says is because I believe that a lot of this stuff Jerry is saying because he wants people to make videos on it. He wants people to take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? He wants to do that. And I'm going to be honest with you. I pride myself on being on the right side of history. So I'm not going to be a part of the guys tearing down my running back. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, Jerry Jones said some more dumb stuff. Yes, he did. He did. He said some more dumb stuff. And I told you guys, remember I told you guys, the closer we get to the games, the more fans are going to turn on Ezekiel Elliott and more fans are going to turn on his cause. Why? Because right now, you guys could care less about his money. You want to know why? Because you ain't getting none of it. Like, if we had a financial stake involved in his money, I'm pretty sure more people would care about it. But we don't really care about it because it's not your money. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to be like, oh, just take this or take that, because it's not your money. But I guarantee you, if you had a financial stake involved with this, you'd be telling them the exact same thing. So, you know, I just feel that, like, a lot of this stuff Jerry Jones puts into the media. Why? Because he knows people are going to make videos. He knows people are going to, you know, run it through the wall. He knows it's going to get tweeted 50,000 times. He knows it. Like, he knows it. And that is, in my opinion, a part of why he does it. So, like, I just feel like I'm not going to allow Jerry Jones to use my platform to spread nonsense. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Travis says, first the luncheon with him, back now this. Exactly. And then he contradicts himself so much. Like, you could tell Jerry Jones just be in his feelings, man. Because, like, sometimes he'd be like, yeah, Zeke is this, Zeke is that, Zeke is this. And then on other occasions, he'd be like, oh, well, this is that. And this is like, bro, like, either you like the guy or you don't like the guy. But my thing is this. If you're really going to, like, try to get Zeke signed, Jerry Jones, at what point do you start saying nice stuff about him? Because I'm just saying, like, I'm not the type of guy where you can just talk mad crap about me and then just cut me a check. All right, West Coast, yeah, I know we talked all that crap about you. You know, we said your head looked funny. We said you need braces. We said you got a big old nose. You know what I'm saying? And you talk funny. Did I say that already? Oh, yeah, but it's all good, West Coast. But, hey, West Coast, take this $60. Here go this $60. Okay, take that $60. Okay. Now, West Coast, can you go do a show that's gonna do 4,000 views and get all these people attention? Like, bro, I'm that type of dude that's still lightweight being his feelings. Like, I'm gonna take the money and look at you like this punk mother. Like, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Zeke is that guy. Like, maybe Zeke is built different than West Coast. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm just saying, I'm not built like that. I just can't let somebody just talk mad crap about me in the media in front of and my mama be reading it, my girl be reading it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no wife, but I said, you know what I'm saying? My daddy be reading it, my uncle be reading it, my grandmama my tea lady be reading it. Hell no, you can't be talking crap about me and my grandmama. Oh, heck no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna disrespect someone openly in the media and then just be like, here, take this $60. Here, Zeke. Hey, Zeke, even though we said that we don't need a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl, take this $60. Now that you're paid, Zeke, you think you can be the rushing champion anyway? Like, come on, bruh. That's the corniest thing I've ever heard in my life. How the heck you gonna say you don't need a rushing champion, but as soon as he comes back, that's exactly what you're gonna want him to be? So since you don't need him, can Zeke just come back and be average? That's what I want to know. Like, think of this. Since they have painted this picture of this Ezekiel Elliott that we don't need, and that this Ezekiel Elliott that's not this and he's not that, and we can do this without him. Okay, so when he comes back, can he just be average? I don't know. Because that's what it sounds like. I mean, if Zeke just came back and he was average, like, I mean, if he wasn't a rushing champion and he comes back and he only rushes for 1,000 yards, I mean, would y'all be mad at him? I mean, because Jerry Jones said we didn't need it anyway. So why would I even obtain to it then? Like, why would I obtain to it? Let me tell you guys, I had a district manager who used to do me like this. And his name Ken Keys. I don't care. He know I don't like him. Ken used to do this to me. Ken used to always say this. I would come in. I had one of the better shows too. Not better shows, better stores, man. I run my store the same way like this, so y'all know I got it cracking. And Ken would always come in and he would audit me once a month, right? And I would literally, like, bro, like scouts, like your boy, like I would literally go to work at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and clean my whole store, run all my stock numbers. I would literally run a mock audit on my store before he got there. Why? So that I can make sure that I got 100. And you know this dude would come in there and be like, oh, hey man, your store as always is beautiful. You're the shining beacon of T-Mobile. But I'm going to give you a 99. Like, what the hell you mean you're going to give me a 99, bro? I tested myself and I got 100. I didn't miss anything. Ken would always tell me this. I can't give you 100. Because if I give you 100, it's going to make it seem like I'm not doing my job. Like, no, bruh. You give me 100 because I'm doing my job. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give someone a standard that's not achievable, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. That's the exact same thing with Zeke. You can't be out here dogging this dude, telling him we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need this, we don't need that. And then as soon as he comes back, you're like, oh, can you be the Russian champion, please? Much appreciated. Like, come on, Jerry. At some point, you need to start deleting all that crazy crap off the internet that y'all posted. Delete all that stuff off Instagram. Delete all that crap. You want to know why? Because you need to make sure you're on the right side of history when Zeke gets signed and he comes back and starts running through these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Zeke is not holding out. What he's really doing is he's giving all the haters time to go on the internet and erase all that hatred that they put on there. Why? Because he's going to make you pay for it when he gets back. And I just don't want nobody to feel bad about doing this when he's scoring. You know what I'm saying? So give yourself a day, a couple hours or so, go through all your messages, delete all that crap. Delete all. I know they say once it's on the internet, it's always there, but just delete it just to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because when Zeke comes back, he is going to be that dog. He is going to be that dog. He's going to be that guy that you guys said he wasn't. And guess what? He's going to show you that he's worth every penny. You want to know why? Because he's been worth every penny and we ain't even paid him yet. Like, think of that. Zeke has been the best. He ain't even gotten paid like it. So imagine, like, everybody wants to think about what would Zeke do if he gets his money? He's just going to fall. But my thing is like this. If you're going to think about the what ifs, what if you win the lottery? People always say, but what if I happen? What if I get a tire flat? What if they don't file my taxes on time? What if I forget my lunch? Like, people only do the what ifs on bad stuff. What if Zeke comes in and he's that dude that we said he is? What if Zeke comes back and he's that guy that he was last year? What if Zeke comes back and he just averages 117 yards per game like he has his entire career? What if Zeke comes back and he just leads the NFL in rushing again like he's been doing? What if Zeke comes back and he's our number one catching threat out of the backfield? What if he does that? Like, what if Zeke just comes back and he's Zeke? What if? What if that happens? What will happen if Ezekiel Elliott comes back and he's just Zeke? Do you know what's going to happen? He's going to be the best running back in the NFL. There's going to be a lot of safeties and linebackers with hurt legs and backs and arms and all that stuff. You want to know why? Because when Zeke was a rookie, instead of going out of bounds, you know what he did? He made a left and ran right into Cam Chancellor. You want to know why? Because he showed you then who he was. You know what I'm talking about? I need to stop disrespecting Ezekiel Elliott, man. Like, hey, like my OG Birdman say, is we done or is we finished? You know what I'm talking about? You need to put some respect on his name, you know what I'm talking about? Because like Zeke said, I could have pulled up on y'all a long time ago, but I didn't want to get gangster like that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go watch that interview, man. Hey, is we done or is we finished? Y'all already know what it is, man. Never look down because the star's up. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Go on your text message. Erase all that hate that y'all said about Zeke. Because when he come back, I don't want none of that to come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I get out, have you ever been, like, arguing with your lady, and then y'all fine, and then you be going through your messages, and then you see a text message you sent her or she sent you, be like, damn, why'd she say that to me? You know what I'm saying? And you be like, you get mad again, like, you know what I'm saying? But then you can forget you said all that crazy stuff yourself. But that's what I'm saying. Just go erase all that stuff. Just get it all out your system. You know what I'm saying? Travis, hey, before I'm out of here, man. We've been on here a solid hour. If anything happens today, you guys already know I'm going to be live. 1 week from today. Think about this, guys. 1 week from today, I'll be in Dallas, man. Week 1. 1 week from today, we'll be in Dallas. Also, I got to let you guys know, I love Ezekiel Elliott. I love him. He is one of my favorite players. But I'm going to tell you guys, I got to let you guys know something too. And I need you guys to understand when I'm saying this. As of Monday, as much as I love Zeke and as much as I want him to be on this team, we're going to have to turn a little of our attention, and not even a little, a large amount of it, to the New York Football Giants. And the reason being is because we play them in a week. So, as much as I love Zeke, as much as I know Jerry Jones do some shady stuff and saying some shady stuff, and how never much I might disagree with who gets cut this weekend, I'm going to tell you guys this. Come Monday, we're going to have to clock in regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys take Friday to Sunday to get all your yibbies and all that crap out your body. But come Monday, you got to clock in, man. It is what it is, man. Like, my boy, when I remember my junior year in high school, we had the number 2 rated quarterback in the nation, my boy Idris Moss. We played this prep school named Modern Day. Y'all probably know him. That's where Matt Leinart went. And they said I was on the field when it happened, so I know it didn't happen. But my boy scored, and they said he flipped the whole sidelines off. I was on the field when it happened, so I know he didn't. But guess what they did? They ejected him out the game, and he could not play in the second round of the playoffs. And guess what? We still had to go out there and suit up. Still had to. My boy Danny went out there, and he played the best he could, and we did not win. But it is what it is. Maybe that wasn't the best example. But what I'm saying is, man, we got to make sure that come Monday, you got to clock in regardless, man. And I'm going to tell you guys this. If nothing else fails, I know for a fact this defensive line going to be okay. So if we can do these 2 things in 2019, I'm not going to trip. If we can run the ball and we can stop other people from running the ball, we're going to be okay. Because really, in football, that's all you really got to do. If you can do them 2 things well, you're going to win some games. If you can run the ball and then you can stop the opposing team from running the ball, you're going to win some games, man. You're going to win some games. Hey, shout out to D-Line Guru in the house, man. I appreciate you, man. I love when I have celebrities watching. Man, I ain't gonna put business out there, but all you need to do is click on his name and you can see the players that he trains. One of the best DB trainers, not even DB, but D-line gurus out there, man. So, you know, if you have children who are a D-line and who are aspire to go to that next level, that is the man. That's the guy. Like, that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go over there and give his Instagram a like too. Hey, shout out to everybody else that tuned in, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, you guys focus this weekend on being on the right side of history, man. There's going to be a lot of crap that Jerry Jones is going to say. Why? Because, that's the only way he knows how to negotiate. I don't think you have to. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People negotiate deals all the time and they're not rude and crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way Jerry Jones negotiates. So what I'm preparing you guys is for the BS. Allow the BS to hit you and roll off your back. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see me making a video on it, it's not that important. You know what I'm talking about? It's not that important. It's not that important. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones gonna say a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's all good. It's all good. And guess what? Zeke's still gonna be who he is when he come back here. You already know what it is. Never look down because the star's up. Peace.